Christians. My friend here asked the question, can you give your opinion on speaking in tongues? Yes, I can. But it's not my opinion, it's the fact. Speaking in tongues that we see happening in these churches around the globe, basically, is false. It is fake and it is fraudulent. It is not anything biblical. It is not a gift that is given to anybody by God in the way that we see tongues happening today. In your translation of the Bible, you're most likely going to see the word unknown preceding the word tongues. And when you see the word unknown, you will notice that it is also in italics. It's italicized. And the reason why is that is to indicate that the word was inserted in order to make sense of the passage. Usually that occurs when there's no English word to really completely gather the understanding or convey the understanding of what is being spoken. So what tongues are? They are, first of all, languages. Tongues comes from the Greek word glossalia, which means languages. So a single tongue is a language, and multiple tongues is multiple languages. The reason why you see the word unknown prior to the word tongues is because those who have been receiving these tongues or these languages, the gift was, what made it miraculous and a gift was that it was given to people, the languages that is, who did not speak the languages or learn the languages or were raised speaking that language. In other words, they had no understanding up to that point of that language, how to speak it or to understand it. Speaking in tongues is God giving someone the gift of speaking a language that they did not learn or know. That is what a tongue is. If a person like Paul speaks multiple languages, was given multiple languages as a gift from God, then we call it tongues, plural. Why? Because he speaks multiple languages, languages which he did not learn, languages which God gave him miraculously to be able to speak. And this was done in order to inaugurate the church. Because when the Holy Spirit came down, when Christ ascended, there were many people around the disciples when the Holy Spirit came down upon mankind. And when that happened, somebody had to be able to preach the gospel to all those people there who were speaking different languages. And hence the gift of tongues or languages. Unknown, meaning that they were unknown to the person who was speaking them until they received the gift. That is my clean version, not my rant version of speaking in tongues. So the tongues that we see happening today, I always ask these people, well, what language were you speaking? You'd be surprised the numbers, the responses that you get, the number of crazy responses that you get. But let's keep it real. A tongue is a language. You have so many people who go around bragging about, finding words in the concordance and looking it up. Well, if you look up tongues, you will see that it is glossalia, a language. Be provoked and be persuaded.